Welcome to VCC Connection. I'm so glad you're with me today. I was reading a book the other day, a novel, and as I came upon a few sentences that the author had written, after reading it, I had to stop, think about it. I want to share what the author wrote. Now remember, it's a novel, and the main character has a dog who she names Ethel. And this is a situation of where she's coming home from work, and her dog is greeting her. Let me read it to you. Ethel welcomes me home with her usual fervor. No criticism of my judgment, no disapproval of my choices. Just pure, unconditional joy that I am once again in her presence. That's the words that made me stop. When she wrote, no criticism, no disapproval, just pure, unconditional joy of being in her presence. And it made me stop and think about Father God and the times I've come into his presence, the times I've chosen not to come into his presence. And you know what? He's happy to see me anytime I show up, just like Ethel was in this. And yes, he comes to me and I come to him in an embrace, and there is no criticism to me. There is no judgment, just complete love and joy for me to be with him. As I thought about that, I also thought about that parable Jesus tells of the prodigal son. And when that young man came home, his father greeted him, not at the front door, not at the gate to the yard, but down the road. His father had watched for him, and when he saw him coming, he ran to him with open arms and embraced him. No judgment, no criticism. Just absolute, unconditional joy that his son had come home, that his son was once again with him in his presence. That's a story Jesus told. And if he's telling that story, then it's true that when we turn our faces to look at Father God, he is overwhelmed with us. Song of Solomon says that. With one glance of your eyes, my heart is ravished. That's what it says. We just need to glance in his direction, gaze upon him, and he is undone. His joy overflows to us. His love overflows to us. Sometimes we think, though, that God's angry when we've done something wrong, we've stayed away too long. We wonder what he'll say when we come again into his presence. But this little excerpt reminded me what Jesus says. This little excerpt spoke truth into my heart that Father accepts me without judgment, without the harsh word as the first thing out of his mouth. But it's his embrace that is first. His love poured out that is first. Don't be afraid to come to him at any time, coming from any situation. For Father God loves you immensely, and he's just standing there waiting to see your face, so that he can run to you and gather you up, spin you around, and cover you with kisses. That's what he's waiting for. So today, I encourage you. Lay down the fears, lay down the doubts, and just turn to him and let him love you. Just open your heart and let him love you. So enjoy the Lord's love today. Enjoy the Lord's presence. Thanks for listening. I'll see you next time.